Every day, local business owners drain their capital trying to copy the marketing playbooks of massive corporate brands. Taking an enterprise-level campaign and shrinking it down to fit a local budget doesn't give you a concentrated version of their success. It just stretches your messaging so thin that it completely misses the people actually walking past your storefront. Add to that the operational nightmare of trying to manage the 5 or 6 separate software tools those broad strategies demand. It leads directly to burnout for a small team. You simply don't have the runway to outspend a Fortune 500 company on broad brand awareness. If you try to play their game under their rules, you lose. Let's look at this matrix comparing the two approaches. The alternative is a hyper-local playbook designed to turn your speed and local knowledge into a direct competitive advantage over those larger, slower competitors. The enterprise model, shown here in the first column, is inherently flawed for small teams. It relies on high budget requirements and fragmented tools to sustain its broad reach. The local agile model operates differently. It relies on targeted local reach to find customers in your immediate area and a centralized AI dashboard to manage the entire workflow efficiently. This shift toward a unified, hyperlocal strategy is how a small business narrows the battlefield to the specific search results and social feeds where they can realistically compete. The first step in this shift requires letting go of high-volume generic search keywords. Those terms are permanently occupied by global brands with bottomless ad budgets. Instead, you redirect those resources into near-me optimization. This intercepts high-intent buyers exactly when they are looking for a service right within your zip code. Once that local customer finds you, reputation management takes over. Strong, visible community reviews are the mechanism that builds immediate trust and gets them to click your link instead of a competitor's. There is a clear trade-off here. You have to willingly accept a drop in your overall website traffic volume in exchange for a much higher conversion rate from the people actually walking through your door. Being the undisputed, highly reviewed top choice within a 5-mile radius drives tangible revenue. Ranking on page 10 globally drives absolutely nothing. Similarly, traditional spray and pray advertising methods like broad highway billboards are highly inefficient. If you are operating on a conscious budget, paying for eyes that will never visit your store is a waste. This map shows an ad distribution radius where we divert that budget instead. We use connected TV streaming and digital ads strictly confined to hyperlocal geographic parameters. By rejecting impressions outside your service area, you maximize the return on every single dollar spent. Your brand only appears in front of qualified local prospects. The trade-off with targeted lead generation is that it is not a passive strategy. It requires active campaign management and aggressive tracking of your cost per lead metrics. When you commit to that level of active tracking, precision targeting stops being an unmeasurable expense and becomes a predictable engine for revenue. Which brings us to the operational reality. As an owner, you cannot afford to spend hours logging into 5 different analytics and social platforms. That is time taken directly away from serving your community. Solving this requires serious data infrastructure. You need enterprise-grade security, like the systems built on Vendasta, to protect your critical business and client data while aggregating it. The solution is to consolidate those scattered tools into a single, unified AI-powered client workspace that automates your daily digital workflow and tracks all your key performance indicators in one spot. Transitioning to this level of efficiency requires an upfront time investment to integrate your existing platforms and willingly abandon your old manual reporting habits. It requires a brief period of discomfort to set up, but sacrificing those disjointed routines for automated dashboard efficiency is how you actually get your workweek back. This quadrant chart maps the direct relationship between the cost of a strategy and its actual local return on investment. Notice where the corporate playbook lands. It demands a massive financial cost, but yields surprisingly low local ROI. Over here, piecing together your own fragmented DIY software demands a huge time investment for an equally low return. But combining targeted local SEO with a unified dashboard places you right here, maximizing your local impact without requiring an enterprise budget. To win in a local market, your strategy has to stay strictly within this highly efficient, high-impact zone. If you are working with a strict budget, your next step is straightforward. Halt all broad awareness spending today. Pivot entirely to capturing the demand that already exists through local SEO and building community trust. If time is your biggest bottleneck, stop manually tracking your data. Transition your channels into a consolidated AI dashboard immediately. This is exactly what Trackbar Media was built to do. Based in Bristol, Tennessee, their mission is to deliver these cost-effective, enterprise-grade solutions directly to small businesses. They maintain strict operational focus. They handle robust local SEO, targeted ads, and reputation management through their platform, intentionally avoiding disconnected tasks like in-house podcast production to keep their system lean. With the right unified platform and a total commitment to hyper-local precision, any small business has the resources needed to finally get their brand on track and outpace the slow industry giants.